Yeah, God,
Right.
God is petty, man. Like, in a lot of ways, he's petty. Like, he's okay. Yeah, you happy that you didn't answer the phone this time? Okay, so now what I'm finna do is make them FaceTime you. You gonna answer it then? Okay, you didn't answer the FaceTime. That's cool. Okay, they gonna pull up on you. What you gonna do then? Matter of fact, they gonna pull up on you, and then I'm gonna get them to act a little differently than what they normally do, even though you still see the signs. Are you gonna use that as an excuse to say, well, nah, they changed? It's he will do this, bro. He gotta, like my man said, it's consistency. You have to show a consistent amount of faith. That's what God rewards. He don't reward behavior because you feel like you. He don't reward behavior that you feel deserve to be rewarded. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why he's putting these certain tests in your life. There's a version of yourself that you may not see in the immediate moment, but God see and has an image of what he wants you to be or what position he wants you to be in your life, but he has to prepare you for it. It's like he kind of bless you backwards. It's crazy. It's crazy how I think about that. God will bless you backwards. You ask God for more money. You ask God to be more financially stable. He's going to put you in a position where you broke to see how you react to that. And then if you react the right way, then he'll bless you. You ask God for love, he's going to bring somebody in your life to hurt you. So you can learn from that hurt. So when that person that is meant to love you, you know how to handle it. You know how to treat that person. It's weird. He work backwards sometimes, but there is a method to his madness. You just gotta have faith. You gotta move in it and disregard what you may feel sometimes. Not even sometimes, most times. Because most times what we feel is flesh. There's a end result that you don't see in these moments that God see.
Yeah. 100%, man. Also, like another indication of some things, like when someone might be, I know we was talking about setting boundaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you tell someone, okay, this is a pet peeve of mine, or this makes me feel a certain way when you do it. But when you start seeing them used when you was being vulnerable against you, when they are purposely, okay, now when they are upset about something, they recall what something you hated or was a pet peeve, and they do it purposely because they know that you can't stand that.
Yeah.
So they're going to do that while they are angry. That should be a good sign to you about, okay, this is the type of person I'm dealing with. I already told them about a weakness, but when they are upset, they're going to try to exploit my weakness to try to make me come out of character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're setting the bait. They're setting the trap. And you got to be wise enough to realize that and try not to allow that to make you come out of body, because there is obviously they trying to plant a trap for you.
Yeah.
They trying to plant a trap and you can't fall for it. And then like, okay, if this is the type of person that does this consistently, that's probably an indication of someone you shouldn't be dealing with, because they're going to try to bring you down.
Most times people like that, that's what their purpose for sticking around is. There's something about you that they envy. There's something about you that they wish they had, or wish they had enough bravery or the ambition to do. So they will do anything that they can to trick you out your spot. Mm-hmm. This is what I've been dealing with for the past couple years, because I turned around trying to bring people along while I'm excelling and they're falling, and I'm reaching back trying to bring them up at the same time, not even realizing that they don't even want me up in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like they just down right now.
Right.
And they're just taking advantage of the fact that they know I care about them. Mm-hmm. So now I'm bringing them around and I'm showing them certain things, and they looking like I should have this. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't have this. And the fact that you do, I'm going to put you, and I let them. This is why I'm blessed and I'm grateful for what I have. I'm blessed and I'm grateful for the positions that I'm in and the opportunities that I have moving in the future. But I know in the back of my mind, I should be way further than what I am. you know. But then at the same time, maybe I don't. Maybe it was meant for me to take the losses that I took because I can have this perspective that I have, because I might not have this perspective if God let me off easy.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
I probably still would be in that cycle with certain individuals, but it was a certain level of loss, a certain level of hurt that I had to feel in order to learn from it. And like I said, it's not even really about them. Like, I have no hate in my heart for these individuals. What was the hardest part for me was the shame. You know, it's when you let somebody, or you keep somebody around that you know don't need, that means you no good, or that you know you should have let go a long time ago, and once you finally do it and you just reflect on all the signs you overlooked, all the shit that they showed you that you just brushed off because you was delusional and you thought, and you would convince yourself that that's not what it is. There's a certain level of shame that comes behind that. That was hard for me. That was the hardest part. Yeah. I know I'm not the only one that can kind of dwell on that, but that was the hardest part. Forgiving myself.
Got to.
For not being smart enough to do what I know I needed to do. It ain't even about them. I knew they weren't shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I still chose to bring them around. And that put me in situations that I am rebuilding. I'm rebuilding from to this day.
And the fact that you recognize it, man, that's what matters the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when we recognize some of our shortcomings, you know, that's a good thing. And continue to self-reflect. It's so important. Like, so many times people like had that little finger pointing out at everyone else so they do not have to look at themselves.
Yeah.
And if we just take a moment and look at ourselves much more often, I think it'll put us in a much, much better spot. And don't be mad at yourself. Don't be mad at the image that you see. Just appreciate it and understand what that image could be if you just acted on the things that you knew better to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then start doing it. And then you will start seeing that image that you look at change. It's gonna get progressively better.
And just because you feel that shame, give yourself grace. Mm-hmm. You're not perfect, you know. Like, if you don't apply a healthy amount of grace in the lessons that you learn in your life, you're going to dwell on all of the negatives that's involved with it. And I understand that, because a lot of these situations that I was in, I told myself that I didn't give myself grace. I always sat in the shame of it. And me doing that, it took me way longer to start to climb myself out of it, because I didn't feel like I deserved grace. I didn't feel like that I said, okay, you did this shit, but it's cool. It's okay. Look at the after effect. Yeah, a lot of shit has been gone. A lot of shit has been taken from you, but look at what you have. Mm-hmm. You know, look at what you still have. You still got people who love you. You still have the opportunity to get it back. And regardless of what you lost, your foundation is still okay. I can still pay my bills. I still got my kids. My kids still look at me the same way. Appreciate everything, and that's how you give yourself grace. That's how you climb out of that pit of shame, when you start to evaluate what you still have around you and learn to appreciate it and not dwell on so much on what you lost. I'm speaking from experience. So anybody that's dealing with trying to heal from cancers that you had in your life that you are removing out your life, and people can be cancers too. People who mean you no well, who have no good intentions with you and just want to use you and take advantage of you. That is a cancer. And you have to be smart enough to be your own doctor and remove that shit out your life.
Yeah. And then that self-hatred, that's a cancer too.
Yeah.
Because you just self-inflicted pain. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's all right to have that self-reflection, look at it. You have that shame moment, but okay, I feel shame, but what am I doing about it?
Yeah.
You know, that was a setback. Okay, let me put one foot in front of the other. What can I do to bounce back from this? Start doing things in action to take yourself out of a certain situation. Then when you look back, okay, yo, I got something to be proud of.
Yeah.
And as long as you got air in your lungs, yo, it's not too late. You can continue to push forward. It don't matter how far you got pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, even if you're up, it's still steps you can go forward. You know, you can't never lose sight of that. If you got air in your lungs, you can make some moves. You can make something happen. You just got to keep pushing forward regardless. Embrace that shame, but feeling that shame, that don't mean you got to stand still.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Move forward. Do something about it. Because nobody else can do it for you.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. You have to dig yourself out that hole. And the crazy thing is, these people that you that got you in this mental position, they done moved on with their life.
Yep.
Because they know they ain't shit. So this is just another Tuesday for them.
Yep. They're looking for the next person they can try to get something.
You see what
from.
I'm saying? And they will act like they never knew you until because this is and I guess I'm speaking on myself too, because these people that I kept around and I kept bringing back, walking away from, bringing back, walking away from. When I look at the pattern, every time they walked away from me, these people that I know I'm supposed to let go of, they'll leave, deal with somebody else, realize that person not me, call me back, and I answer the phone, bring them around. They show me why they ain't shit. I walk away from them. They do the same thing.
Right.
It's never been a situation to where they left me and went to a good situation and still called me back.
Right.
You did.
Why
what I'm
would
saying?
they call you back?
You see what I'm saying? So like, but at the same time, when they walk away from me, I'm still doing good. I'm
Right.
still growing.
Mm-hmm.
But I still reach back out to y'all, or
Right.
I still respond to y'all.
Right.
So what did that tell me? Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all don't give a fuck. I am, in your mind, I am replaceable. In my mind at that time, y'all weren't. Because I can be doing good, my life is straight, and I'm still thinking about you. And I still was like, man, if only they was around. Meanwhile, the only reason why you calling me back is because you tried to replace me and you couldn't. So like, and that was hard for me to accept too. Like, but I didn't recognize that pattern until really recently. Like, y'all try so hard to replace me. I didn't try to replace y'all. Y'all still had that kind of, the fact that y'all was never in a good situation and still felt like you wanted to call me back is a clear indication on how much or the levels of love that come with this. It really wasn't the love. You just liked it. You just liked it, the benefits of being around me. Because it can't be. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because if you was in a situation to where the same benefits of being around me was with somebody else, man, I would never hear from you again. So why am I reaching back to you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, 100%. It's like you was, or people in that situation, like a lot of us sometimes want, maybe not even want, but feel good in that I told you so era situation. Like, yo, I tried to tell you this is what's going to be like. This is why you come back to me, because I told you no one else going to treat you like I did or care for you like I did.
mm-hmm.
But instead of just embracing that I told you so much, like you got to, okay, this person didn't appreciate me.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a whole
how
change
you
of
going
perspective.
to, you know what I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna take you back and live in that I told you so space, and then also not realize like you weren't being appreciated. So you need to allow all your time to go to somewhere else where you will be appreciated, because these people don't know how to appreciate you.
Yeah.
They just know you're going to be available when they treat you any type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And go on to the next, because they just know all they got to do is say, you was right. This is what and you just feel so good in that moment. Like, yeah, I tried to tell you, so let me go ahead and take care of you. Like, and you want to resolve. Like, some people are like, okay, we want to solve things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what kind of what I get from some of the things you're saying. Like, okay, I like to fix certain situations. I see the potential in others.
Yeah.
I know what someone can do. Let me get them in this certain situation, no matter what it's doing to me, or not even realizing it in the moment. That happened to us.
And to be honest, it was ego, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I told you so. That's ego.
Self-reflecting in all of the situations, it was ego.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't dwelling on the very important part of this whole thing. You didn't appreciate me. So you don't even deserve me, regardless. Like, I gave you the chance. You shit on it. And I know I'm a good person, so it's all love. But I'm not finna give you access to me again. Nah, it was, I tried to tell you. Now, come back, because you know you ain't gonna find better. 100% ego. And what I didn't realize is, once that happens so many times, there's a level of resentment that I tried to ignore,
right,
or I didn't want to acknowledge. So, because I have to be honest with myself and give these people, because I don't want to just completely shit on you, because there were times where they came back and they tried.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they weren't that same person that made me walk away from. Like, they tried, they gave effort. I couldn't appreciate the effort because I'm ignoring a certain level of resentment that I done built for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, you done walked away so many times, and you only really coming back because, like, you don't really fuck with me like that. Like, I kind of knew it, you know what I'm saying? But right. I wasn't looking at it that way. It was like, you don't fuck with me like that. You just here because you can't find better.
Yeah.
You know? So the level of affection and the level of attention, or whatever that may be, is lacking on my end, because it's like, I'm just looking at the clock, like,
right.
Let me see how long you gonna stay this time. You know what I'm saying? And
and that ain't fair to them or you.
Not at all. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is why I don't want to completely shit on these individuals, because there were times where you gave effort, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to mentally appreciate it, but I was lying to myself too. I was ignoring certain feelings that I had that I should have reacted to or acted on. Because if I know you calling me back and I have this level of resentment for you, I never should have answered the phone.
And if you fool yourself and say you forgave someone and you still feel resentment, you have not forgiven them.
Not at all.
You're going to always inflict that relationship in a negative way. So if you still feel resentment for someone that you gave them your word that you forgave them, and you want to move forward, you can't move forward if you still feel resentment. You need more time before you guys make these steps and moving forward. Or you just need to realize you always have resentment for this person. They took advantage of me too many times, so it's no need for us to go there, because it's not fair for you. It's not fair for me, because that's unnecessary stress I got to put myself under too.
Yeah. There was an older lady that I was dealing with. Like earlier last year. I won't say her name, love. It's all love though. She made me open my eyes to that, because you know how some people just got like a light in them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they just blessed with the shit.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely feel like God brought that lady in my life for a reason at that time, because I was in a very dark place, and this woman had so much light in her. It was crazy, and it was refreshing. But at the same time, when she was kind of telling me her story, she went through similar shit. She went through that same hurt, but she was able to fully heal from it. And she told me, like, because I said this earlier, and she like, you have to have a funeral for these people in your mind. Like, these people that you care about, that you know you need to let go, like, you have to have like a mental funeral for these people.
Right.
We, grieve them, have nights where you cry about it, but understand what that moment is. That you're not crying about it because you miss them and want them back. You crying about it because they no longer exist in your life, and that's how you have to view it. And she said, until I have that moment with these certain individuals, I'm gonna always feel some type of way. I'm gonna always, in some kind of way, shape or form, even if I don't want to admit it, they're gonna always have a certain level of power over me.
Yeah.
They're gonna always have They're gonna always have some kind of control over you. And I wasn't fully healed, and she walked away from me. No bad blood. And if you are listening, because I think you do check the podcast out. I appreciate that, love. You was a blessing to me. I'm sorry I wasn't the person that I need to be. I'm not saying this to get you back. I'm not doing that. But you definitely deserve your flowers. You know who you are. I'm grateful because I learned some things from you in that time that we were together that has carried me on in my healing process. So I appreciate that. I just needed to mention that because I didn't want to say it, and she watching and she feel like I'm just trying to steal it and I ain't trying to give her flowers for it. Nah, you gave me the game, and I appreciate it. I definitely do. Anybody else that hear me, if you learn from that, do that for yourself too. Some people deserve mental funerals in your mind because you did care about them to a certain point. Don't try to lie to yourself like you didn't. You did. Simple as that.
Man, you better be picking up game out here. It's like, man, that's come with experience. Picking up, it's not just you don't have to reinvent the wheel. In so many cases, like someone show you something and they place in our lives. It's so much game I took from others, man, that helped me. And then like if someone give me game, why would I not give game to someone else? You know what I'm saying? Like you telling me this to help me. Let's go ahead and continue this process and help others. And they're going to take that game and just spread it as well. I think it's important for us to take game from each other and, get that around the whole. And everyone you have some type of feeling for, care for their well-being, they deserve to get some of that game. Yeah. I don't hold back game, bro.
Not at all. Not at all. And I think this is really, it's the what's that phrase? What's that fucking phrase? I can't think of it. But what we're doing, bro, is we said this before, like this is like the road less traveled, because anything that's good for you or anything that will help you excel and be better in life, it's gonna be hard to do.
Yeah,
and so much of this social media wave and so much that gets so much attention is only showing you how to distract yourself from what you need to do to really grow. Yeah.
The algorithm is toxic, man.
Yes.
They only push the negativity. The more loud you talking about nonsense, the more you're going to be pushed and allowed to be heard. They don't want nobody to be out here enlightened because that equals less money for them.
Yes. And
that's why we got to build our own ecosystem. Like, support those who are trying to spread some positivity. Don't go out seeking the drama all the time because that's only going to be in your spirit. You inviting that stuff in. So when we seeking some enlightenment, and we ain't talking like we are the one just providing enlightenment because we just talked about how we receive so much game as well.
Yeah.
We're just not ashamed to share it with y'all too.
Yeah, because we was anything that you going through at in some kind of way, we either seen somebody else experience it or we personally experienced it.
Yep.
So the excuse that you telling yourself on why you can't get yourself out of certain things is just that. Don't give yourself excuses for why you can't, but at the same time you cling on to the distractions that keep you where you at.
Yeah.
And you cling on to these things that distract you from doing what you need to do for yourself. And as much we can preach to you all day, and I'm a living witness to this. We can preach to you all day. You can click on this podcast. You can see these reels, check out the reels on TikTok all day. But until you actually utilize some of these things that we talking about, it's just words, man. Like, we can't do it for you. We can't do it for you. We can't hold your hand and walk you through your journey. Your journey is your own personal journey. But appreciate platforms like this. Appreciate platforms who try to give you this guide to how to navigate through the darkness that you in, because it's very few that's doing it. It's very few. And the ones that don't do it, they're going to always pop up on your news feed. They're going to always be pushed. They're always going to have a machine behind them.
Yep.
So you have to be that person to help. Even if it ain't ours, we ain't got to be biased. I don't give a fuck. You can say, I don't like this nigga, his hair too long. I don't like this nigga, he too light skinned. Okay, cool. Go find another platform that's trying to give you some game. Like, this ain't no bias shit. I'm just, as long as you are learning and you utilizing it to be a better person, cool.
Yeah. And then you guys talk to us, share your experiences with us as well.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons why I don't mind giving game, because I enjoy receiving it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to pass the information because I want more information. Because the more I learn, the more I realize I don't know shit. Anybody that think they know it all, yo, they don't know much at all.
That's the irony of this shit.
Yo, that's so crazy.
This shit called life, nigga.
Yeah.
As much as you know, you don't know a goddamn thing.
For sure. So y'all make sure y'all can email us. You can put in the comments. You can DM us. Talk about some things that you went through, that you experienced, that you learned from. Because that will help us also. And then also we can help spread your word and give you credit.
Yeah. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
This is just a conversation. Y'all not in here with us, but we talking to y'all. And if y'all, hear this dialogue, bring it back. This is what we want. You know what I'm saying? We're not just here talking and staring at these cameras for no reason.
Right.
There are a lot of lost people in this world. A lot of them. And they will remain lost because they don't even know where to start.
Or they don't even know they lost. That's what's so screwed up about this algorithm.
Facts.
Things like that. People are believing things that is not reality. And it's unfortunate because a lot of times, like, people grow up believing in fairy tales or wanting to live a fairy tale when it's just not a reality. Everything that's in that fairy tale.
Not at all.
There's so much in life you got to go through. Like, you can hear it so often. Like, the expectations that people have in other human beings can be out of this world. You got to have this to talk to me when you don't even have a third, 20%, 10% of what you're seeking. That just sounds weird to me, but it happens all the time. Because of that fairy tale.
People look at social media and feel like everything that they see they deserve. All these good things and these luxurious things that you see these toxic individuals are showing or presenting or saying, look at this, you should have this, and you feel like a sense of entitlement that you deserve that, and you probably the worst kind of person in the world. But you so fixated on fairy tale ending that you feel you entitled to, you don't even look at the behind the scenes work that you got to do in order to even get close to that point.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Everything you have right now, you deserve. Everything you have right now, you deserve.
That's what you work for.
Everything that you don't have, you deserve. And you deserve to not have what you don't have. Let me word it like that. So that's all this world is. You do the work, you receive more. You do the mental work, you become a better person. You work harder at a job, you work harder, you get more money. You get what you give.
Right.
There's nothing in this world that's just going to be handed to you but failure if you choose not to do what you need to do to avoid failure.
Yeah. It's spectators and players, man. And too often the spectators think they can dictate what a player is doing.
How you gonna tell me what to do on the court? You be on the bench.
Like, and then not even on the bench. You are
in the crowd.
The audience.
You in the crowd.
Bleachers.
You in the nosebleeds. You don't even got courtside seats, bro.
And you trying to dictate something. Like, if you want to be in the game, if you want to play, you got to put in the reps to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put in that work. And you can't be in the stands thinking you deserve a player salary when you haven't done anything. They've been putting in work since they was 5 years old to get to where they are.
Facts.
And you're saying that you've been watching it for this long and you deserve the same thing? We got to put in that work. It's so much. I've seen a lot of things where I feel like I want to be able to get to that certain plateau, that certain situation. But I'm not going to be naive enough to not see that I got to put in some work to get there.
Yeah.
I'm going to put some action to try to get there, try to get halfway there,
Mm-hmm.
to have some type of progress or something. Like none of this stuff is going to fall in your lap. And that's where when we keep looking at the end results, these fairy tales, these things in other people's lives that where they are, and then ignoring exactly what you said,
Yep.
the work that they done to get there. It's so much work we got to do, man. And we can do it. We just got to stop being a spectator, scrolling through those phones, wasting so much time doom scrolling and not doing the work to get to where you want to be. I done been there. I done it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, hold up. I keep looking at all these shows like, no. I got to put in the work so where people can look at what I'm doing.
Yeah.
If that's where I want to be.
Because if they ain't, the crowd ain't gonna come to you. There's
Right.
a reason why they got that crowd, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They put in work and
Consistently.
yeah, that's the key. Consistency is the key.
Yeah.
And rid yourself of this fantasy that you feel like greatness or whatever you trying to be or whatever version that is in your mind, it's gonna come to you and you're not going to experience some kind of pain. Anything good that's gonna happen in your life requires a certain level of pain, requires a certain level of loss. Because yeah, harsh reality. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You have to, there's a certain level of that you have to experience and endure, because it's not just there to hurt you. It's not just there to make you feel a certain type of way. There is a preparation process that is happening when you go through losses, when you go through a certain level of betrayal, when you go through a certain level of hurt. There's a preparation process that if you are too focused on the hurt or you're too focused on what you're feeling, you're going to lose sight on.
Yeah.
He gotta sharpen you in order to make sure that when he give you what you're asking for, or when God give you what he want for you, you are mentally, physically strong enough to not only carry it but maintain it and spread it. Like God don't bless people just to bless that individual. He's blessing you for a reason, so he can make you an example of what can happen if you trust in him, have faith in the process, and have faith in yourself, so they can see that and you a living example of it, so they can do it for themselves.
Yeah.
It's a like he said, never go what you got to go through the pain, go through the struggle, learn the game, learn the lessons that come with that, so you can share that to somebody else. So hopefully, before they get to that point where you was at before you felt it, they can avoid it. Then you doing your job. That's what it's for.
Yeah. And talking about sharpening, iron sharpens iron, man. Realize the circle that you in. If you're not around others that you are inspired by,
Very true,
that keeps you going, like, okay, dope, you doing that. I need to get on my game. Like, I see you moving. And that ain't not hate, but motivation. Like
admiration.
Right. Admiration. Like iron sharpens iron. Make sure you're around some people that can give you some motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like iron sharpens iron, yo.
Yeah.
All the time. Like make sure you have that company around you that you can get stronger by. I'm just switching gears a little bit. Like I know you brought up this whole Epstein's file thing going on. Like what were you talking about with that?
Man, I just fucking shout out to Facebook, bro, because y'all done gave me a lot of game about this. But it's crazy because, and I think now it's such a trending topic right now because they actually have a good chunk of the files out. Have you heard anything about this shit?
Man, I heard a couple things. I know they throwing out some names, some big names.
Donald Trump was mentioned, and keep in mind, bro, it's like 2.8 million pages, and that's only half. They only dropped half of the shits.
Yeah.
Donald Trump has been mentioned 38,000 times in these transcripts, bro. That is more times Jesus is being mentioned in the Bible.
That's crazy.
And this is the president of the United States. How long are we going to continue to just let the high powers, if you whatever you want to call them, show you how much they don't give a fuck? They don't give a fuck, bro. Like people been talking about the Epstein's files before he died. They've been making documentaries about it. And that was like in 2006, 2009. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. They're going to continue to do this. It's been high level names mentioned in these transcripts, bro, of with proof of them essaying, because I got to word it like this, it's going on the internet, essaying young kids, unaliving young kids,
crazy,
eating human beings, bro. Like I high level names. No arrest has been made. They're still constantly trying to throw distractions to.
Is it because they got a complexion for the connection, or you seen all type?
What you mean?
White.
Oh yeah, I'm not. It's all types. It's all types, bro.
Okay.
Chris Tucker is in there.
Chris Tucker was in there.
Yeah, Chris Tucker's in there. Jay-Z's in there. You know, now
a lot of names.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that there's other ones that I haven't done my due diligence on, but majority of them, yeah, bro, they yiked.
And people make excuses for people that they got some type of affinity for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen a lot of people, especially like on the Breakfast Club and stuff, making excuses for the Jay-Z thing. Like, oh yeah, this is not even real. They saying this and this, but as soon as they hear something about another name that they don't like, they'll push that without even having to do any type of research. But like, you researching real hard when it's someone you rock with or you on their payroll.
I was just finna say that because I don't even think it's because they like the nigga. It's just he the boogeyman. When you have so much power,
right?
People are gonna be reluctant to say what they want to say because it's either you are providing the lifestyle that they live in or they know your power. This is why, like, a lot of them people, like the high level people that's in that transcript, they don't care, bro. Like, yeah, I ate that, baby.
It's crazy.
The only people that can punish me for it, they was in the room with me. You know what I'm saying? Or they are
in power.
You
like,
see what I'm saying?
Trump has been there that many times. Like, yo, he's gonna be my protection. He's the president.
The people who can lock me up for the rest of my life or make me accountable for all of this, they was on the island with me that night. You know what I'm saying? So
if I go down, you going down too. What I'm saying? So they know they safe.
Yeah. So they like, bro, we don't care, and we have to accept that reality, bro. Like,
yeah,
why they're not gonna punish themselves for what they know they did when they are in charge of who gets punished.
Yeah, somebody got to be arrested because if you locked up Diddy for watching someone screw his wife consensually, you got to get these dudes who are essaying people, eating babies, and doing all this stuff. Like, it's crazy how they had a big old magnifying glass on that, but you trying to ignore all of this? Because it was crazy.
Diddy was the sacrificial lamb to this shit. Him. And as bad as I don't want to acknowledge it, Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, they got rid of him. Is he still in prison? He's still in prison.
Yeah, I think he's still in prison.
And then the other guy who killed himself, or supposedly killed himself,
hung himself.
Right,
man, nah, bro. They were the sacrificial lambs to it. So in hopes that y'all see these people we got, pay attention to them while we try to throw this shit under the rug for what's really going on.
For sure.
They tried, but the people who really deserve it, they not gonna do that. Trump got too much power, bro.
Yeah.
Trump got too much power, bro.
Him the power.
Yeah.
Like, we got to understand the people who give these people power. If you keep making excuses just because this is someone that you either voted for or you publicly said that you love in the past, like, you can't just forgive certain actions, bro. Just because you said that you were on this person's side. It's all right to switch sides. Like, you can't have loyalty to a fault. Like,
nah. I can love you, bro. I can love you. Like, you got a brother.
For sure.
You got a brother that you love dearly.
Yeah.
You find out that your brother doing some essay shit to a little kid.
It's a rap. I ain't gonna make no excuses for this dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things that are just unforgivable, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I can rock with you, right or wrong, but there are certain levels of wrong, bro, that that just cannot be overlooked.
That's what people got to get at. Like, look, yo, you like, yo, Win, lose, or draw, right or wrong. This is my people. I'm rocking with them. Yo, it's certain levels.
It's levels to that shit, bro. It's levels
you
to that
just
shit.
can't rock with.
Hell nah.
I ain't rocking with you, fam.
And these things that these powerful people are being accused of, it's not even accusations anymore, bro. Transcripts. These are facts. These are, not only do they got emails of going back and forth with certain things, bro, they got pictures. You know what I'm saying? They got pictures with Donald Trump kissing an 8-year-old, obviously looking 8-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying? They got pictures of Harvey Weinstein looking like he's about to bite the ass of an obvious looking 5 to 6-year-old kid. These are pictures, bro.
What?
You see what I'm saying? And if these, and keep in mind, bro, these files supposed to been out. You know what I'm saying? But they've been redacting so much of it. And even half of the transcript that came out is still heavily redacted, but the shit that they didn't redact is crazy. So just imagine the shit that they blotting out. Just imagine the other half that they were reluctant to release. Like, I think it's gonna get real ugly.
Yeah, they don't got no business redacting anything. Just redact people addresses.
Yeah.
If they names in there, whatever happened, it is what it is.
Oh, no, they ain't doing that.
If that is valid proof or something.
Yeah.
Like I can see if it's like, okay. Like also I do got to make sure I understand, okay, what are these transcripts? Where are they coming from exactly? Is this proof that something was done wrong? But there's some pictures and things like that.
Yes, bro.
That's proving it. That's different. But if it's just words, I understand further investigation got to take place.
Pictures, audio, video.
Yeah, see, that's the type of stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got all this shit, bro. And they are trying their hardest, bro, to not show. And even the shit that they had to show was like horrible. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can only imagine what the shit that they redacting because they trying to, fuck, we gotta get this money. That's how them high power thinking people thinking like, look, bro, we gotta make sure that certain people are still free to make sure this gets done, and this money keep flowing.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, they're gonna have to throw somebody under the bus.
Yeah. And they current little rings they got going on right now. Epstein ain't the only one. Weinstein ain't the only one.
Man.
It's so many of these dudes doing this type of stuff. Yo, it's crazy. Yeah. And more than likely, some women out there doing the same crap.
Bro, Epstein's wife was worse than him.
Right. That lady was setting up most of the stuff.
Yes, bro. She was worse than him.
Like, yo, it's a people thing. Something is wrong with certain people. It ain't just these men out here acting the fool.
Nah, bro. They're evil. Like, evil is a real thing.
It's a lot of them, man. It's a shame, and everyone need to be exposed.
I can't even think of a better word to describe it, bro. Like you have to be a certain level of evil, bro. Like to get to do certain things that they were doing. Like it's
sick.
This is where I know like it has to be some kind of rituals or something going on. Cause how the fuck you got all that money and you want to deal with kids? How the fuck you got all that money, bro? You can do anything in the world that you want. You can have anybody in the world that you want, and you are dealing with kids. Like
insane, man.
Evilness, bro.
Insane. I can't stand it.
People, we love y'all, man. I'm glad that, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm speaking on behalf of the homie too, that we're glad that we have the opportunity to provide a platform for people to listen and to grow from when there's so much that is around us that prevents us from doing so. And we will continue to do that. Love yourself enough to remove yourself from people who don't deserve you. Love yourself to know when people don't deserve you. And if you can't do it for yourself, do it for the people around you that you know do.
Indeed, man.
Y'all be great. I go by Wills. It's the homie Matt. Y'all have a blessed day, man.
Keep pushing forward.